Welcome everybody, my name is Mark Garrett with MentorMilitary.com, and today we're going to talk about RaterQuick, the Army evaluation software. It's complete from A to Z, from blank forms to references, and we're going to walk you through this and do a little demonstration. So, first thing we got is blank forms. On the NCO side, we have the -1 through the -3. On the counseling side, we have a 4856 counseling form, a 4856 with a proprietary continuation of counseling form, and then we just have the continuation of counseling form. We also have the -1 alpha support form, same thing on the officer side. So for counselings, officer and NCO mirror each other. We have an initial officer counseling, a quarterly semi-annual counseling, a refusal to sign your evaluation report counseling, a sample OER counseling support form, right to file an appeal or request a commander's inquiry, a template for a referral memorandum. Then in guidance and checklist, we have a counseling flowchart, counseling checklist, questions you might want to ask your rater or senior rater, how to mind map your evaluation. I'll show you that in a little bit. Officer initial counseling recommendations, counseling guidance, counseling tips, an OER developmental evaluation worksheet, and some officer expectations. So let's look at an officer initial counseling. What we've done is prepare a formal, well-written, professional counseling. You go in and you modify this to make it yours, to make it personal for the individual, the rated soldier. We provide you plans of action that you can modify any way you want, leader responsibilities, and don't forget to do your assessment 30 days later. So let's take a look at mind mapping your evaluation. What we've done here is we've developed a proprietary form that, used in conjunction with the -1 alpha, helps the rated soldier and the rating chain develop a well-rounded, all-encompassing evaluation report. We take into account factual observations, soldier input, major achievements, counseling records, and unit training records. So that gives us specific information that we can then translate to the areas of the evaluation report. It's a way of visualizing the report. Next, let's take a look at some counseling guidance. We've taken years of experience, lessons learned, regulatory guidance, and we've put them into one document. 16 pages long, gives you everything you can imagine about counseling. It's a good document that helps you set the tone and the foundation for a counseling session. Let's take a look at the counseling flowchart. Again, a proprietary form we developed. What we did was we walked you through all the requirements of the regulation because they're scattered throughout the regulation. And there's some key points in there that can be easily overlooked. So everything is put into this flowchart, gives you the references of where things need to be. It's just a quick down and dirty. Again, the NCO side mirrors the officer side. Now we're going to look at rater, senior rater comments. We've taken the entire form, broken it into the sections that are on the form. So for loyalty, we have did not meet standards and met standards. These are examples you can use to build your own statements, just kind of like starter elements. On the officer side, these bullets are used to help develop the narrative, to get the brain juices flowing so that you can come up with a good narrative. So we did this for duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. Did the same thing with the other elements of the form. Now we have exceeds, met, did not meet. So the whole goal here is to help you find something that you can then adapt, mold, or trigger a thought to develop a good, well-rounded evaluation report. So rater comments. So there's a -1 for NCOERs and a -2. And what we've done is we've taken elements of the regulation, put them together, given you sample reports. We've done the same thing with the senior rater comments. I said sample reports, but what I meant was examples of write-ups. So the next one is a serious one, relief for cause reports. These are not done frequently, therefore there's not a lot of guidance on them. The regulations are vague. I think they do that on purpose to allow the commander maximum flexibility in these situations. The thing you have to remember about a relief for cause report is there are some serious consequences. Know the unintended consequences of a relief for cause. Do you intend to end somebody's career? Do you intend to stop them from getting promoted? If the answer is yes, and they have met the elements for relief for cause, you should proceed. If you're on the fence, you need to reconsider because this can destroy a career. So let's look at the regulatory requirements, do a review of those regulations. Here are your local elements that can support you. So we do an introduction, then we show you the extract of the regulation. We give you some definitions. We talk about counseling. We give you some suggestions for counseling, some elements of misconduct, and what should be done or what you should think about doing after the relief is completed. So we also have a commander's inquiry report. So if you find something that you believe is unjust, incorrect, or unfair, you can do a commander's inquiry, and that can be either informal or formal. So we provide you supporting soldier claim example, inquiry report template, checklist for the rated soldier, rated soldier's request for a commander's inquiry. Let's see what that one looks like. So this is the one that you put together to tell the commander why you're asking for the report. Let's say you have some witnesses. Those witnesses can fill out a document. Here's the example statement telling them why they support what you are saying and what they believe, why they believe the comment on the report is incorrect. So again, here's the checklist for the rated soldier. Oops, let's grab that again. It's a little checklist for the soldier to walk through to make sure they've got a well-rounded, solid commander's inquiry. Appeals. After you try the commander's inquiry, then it comes appeal time if the commander's inquiry was not successful. You have an administrative report, substantive report, substantive and administrative report. Excuse me, not reports, but requests for appeals. Again, you have third-party statements, request. We also have policies related to the appeals, which is a 12-page document that walks you through the appeals process. Who can appeal? It just takes you step by step, the timeliness of the report, etc. The next one is boss management. Now I want you to take a minute to think about that. Basically, this is understanding your boss's personality, your rater and your senior rater personality, so that you develop a good relationship with them. You know what their triggers are. You know what they like. You know how they like it. The goal here is to build rapport and understand how you can use that relationship, use is an incorrect word, build that relationship, know what the outcome may or may not be before you proceed with something. This way, you have a great rapport with your boss. So take a little bit of time, read the boss management, and think about how you can apply it. Then we have our references, and that about sums it up for RadarQuick, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is mentormilitary.com. These can be purchased, downloaded at mentormilitary.com. You can download them onto several computers at a time, but you can only use it on one computer at a time. So you can have it at the office and you can have it at home, but you can only be on one or the other, not both at the same time. Thanks for watching. We look forward to talking to you again in the future.